Oh, hi. Hello everybody, my name is Sloth, and welcome back to part 2 of my CD collection. Let's get back to part 2. When's the last time you've seen him? Been a long time. So, I find out that ice cream. Now I can get down to my CD collection, part 2. Oh, they heavy! Oh my god. Since my CDs fell, I just got a bunch of them randomly. So I might have some whiplash because a lot of these CDs might be completely different genres from each other. But you already know, I love music and I love multiple genres of it, so y'all shouldn't be surprised. But the first CD I'm gonna show is The Elephant Human Sapiens Both-Sided Brain. I was so excited to get this on CD because I've had a long history of this album. I've been listening to it ever since I was young, and I find it on CD is amazing because this is sort of kind of rare too, independently released, so there's less of it than, you know, maybe like a record label's release. Don't you dare eat that! Don't eat that! But yeah, it's an amazing album. Some argue this is his best album, and there's so many classic tracks. Every track on here is a classic. I know I keep saying classic. I swear to God, I don't want that timer on me anymore. That freaking how many classics I've done. But you can't. If you're a fan of hip hop, you know this album. It's just amazing. Every track is amazing. Next up we got Clips, Lord Willing. Oh my God, that glare get out of the way. This is another amazing album produced by the Neptunes. Amazing group, amazing branch out album. There's so much amazing production and this amazing wordplay as well. Pusha T and No Malice are like some amazing MC duo because just how amazing they flow off each other. And they're brothers, so that's cool as hell too. Stick to Neptunes, at least Star Trek, for a little bit longer, which is Pharrell's record label that he started. We got Khalees is Tasty. I love this Khalees album as well. Y'all know I love Khalees to death. I think she's one of the best artists. I love her so much. She influenced me so well. And I love this album too. At first, I wasn't really getting to it, but then the more I listened to it, the more amazing each track feels. It's a cute album, amazing production, amazing vocals by Khalees. She is amazing, this album is amazing, this production is amazing, and she's one of my favorites to ever do it. Now we got a classic. We got a classic. I mean, I know I keep saying classic. Oh my God, there might be a counter on the screen now because I've seen classic so many different times. I don't want to edit that. Eric Greenback and Paid in Full. I was so glad. I got this again at Sibline. So glad to see it. I was gonna get it on vinyl because I saw a couple record stores had it on vinyl. I finally got it on CD. I'm just glad to have it in general. Over the years I stopped caring about getting it on vinyl or cassette or CD. Like, as long as I have it on physical and I can play it, which I can, I'm just glad to have it. And I'm glad to have this classic album that shaped hip hop forever. 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 If you love hip hop and you haven't listened to this album, then you don't like hip hop. That's just real. That's just real. I don't care. I don't care. You can't claim yourself as a true hip hop listener and you haven't listened to this album. Like, what have you been doing? Who do you even listen to? Sorry, I don't mean to be a whole gatekeeper, but like, I don't know. You tell me. Another classic hip hop release that everybody should listen to. There was Alright to the Far Side. Another thing I got Sibline. So glad they had this. Another album I've been need to be getting for a long time. Just amazing. So many good songs. The whole album is amazing. The Far Side, one of the best groups of all time. And this classic freaking group. One of the best groups to ever do it. Okay, in the last video I was talking about, you know, my qualms with Jay-Z. Well, I have Freedom Without, and I also have the Black Album, which is also a Japanese edition. Now, Slampy, I thought you said you didn't like Jay-Z. But yeah, no, that still applies. I think his first album and Black Album are really, you know, the ones I like the most out of all his releases. And that's probably what everyone else says who listen to Jay-Z. Well, there's just like a lot of amazing producers on this as well. And also, another reason why is that because I love it when Pharrell and Jay-Z make a track together. So the song Change Clothes is one of the main reasons why I got this, because I love that song so much. I just love it so much. But Pharrell is like my favorite producers of all time, and so it's mainly just for Pharrell. Then we actually got one album I feel like is underrated, but it is sometimes well rated. But it's the Roots' Ooh, am I even need to pronounce this? The Roots' Fermentology. I'm gonna say it. This is my favorite Roots album ever. No contest. I know Things Fall Apart is phenomenal, but I love this one way more. Also, this comes in a double CD. First CD is the album. Me thinking, then what's on the second CD, Snumpy? That's a little movie with some music videos as well. CDs do that. Played on my PS4, the movie. Yes, it's so good. It's good. It's great. I love bonus content like this all the time. Makes me want to do the same. But I love this album so much, especially when I listen to another album that changed my world. This is another album that changed my world too. So I started, dude, another one I saw at Sibline. I'm at Sibline like every other weekend. This is like this whole series is like one big advertisement of Sibline Records. But I swear, it's the best record store ever that I know. I'm not even joking about that. Amoeba, it's okay, but Sibline is so much better. But I love the Roots so much. Black Thought is my favorite rapper of all time. And that album cemented that in me, that Black Thought is the greatest of all time. Also that and his Funk Flex freestyle. I mean, how can you not see that video and not be amazed? 10 minutes? 10 minutes of a freestyle? Then we got some more Roots. I got it at the same time. So I got Fermentology. We got Tipping Point. I didn't originally come in this case, but I accidentally broke the case and replaced it my own. And it actually looks cooler because it's kind of the case is kind of the same color as the album cover. So in a weird way, it fits. This directly came right after Fermentology, even though it's not as great as Fermentology, I still really like it. And dude, that bonus track, that's like 10 minutes long, of them like, just like jamming out, probably one of my favorite Roots songs of all time. It's a bonus track on here, I think. I don't think it's on streaming, but it's a bonus track on here. It's I never listened to the bonus track for the first time in the car with my dad, and we both loved it so much. Up next we got New Order's Low Life. Amazing New Order album. I love New Order. I think they're one of my favorite bands. They're just so cool, and they have a lot of consistency and a great run of albums. And this one is definitely on that. This is like one that every New Order fan suggests you listen to, and I'm suggesting you listen to as well. Also, I love Sonic Youth too. Sonic Youth, see, I don't listen to that many bands. I listen to more hip hop, but Sonic Youth I listen to a lot, and I really connect to a lot. And my dad keeps saying that whenever I make music with my guitar, I still like Sonic Youth, and I'm like, I don't think I can. I'm not that level yet. But Sonic Youth's Evil. And no, I didn't get influenced by my Evil series on my my own music from Sonic Youth. It's a whole different thing. I'll explain when the question comes up another time. I'll explain to you why I have the whole Evil series. Yeah, I love this album. I was gonna get it on vinyl, but I saw Sibline on CD, and I was like, might as well get it. Don't know when the opportunity will arrive when I get it on vinyl. Cheap price, and I can still hear the album. Another album that I bought on backwards. I was surprised that was still there because the vinyl sold out so long ago. I think that album came out in 2021, and they still had the CD, so I thought that was cool because it's an amazing album. Prem Rock's Load Bearing Crow's Feet. Shout out Big Flowers for doing the artwork. But yeah, this album is what evidently put me on the Prem Rock, and also to Shrapnel as a whole. Shrapnel's, actually they just released a new album too. I was gonna talk about the 2022 album, but they just released that album. That one's amazing too. I wanna get it so bad, they only have it on vinyl. And so I gotta save a couple more money. Wish they were on CD, but beggars can't be choosers, you know what I'm saying? But this is a Prem Rock album that I feel like everyone should listen to if you want to get into Prem Rock. Amazing. It's just top down amazing. Next, we got Slum Village, Detroit's Deli. And I know, this is after Jay Dilla left Slum Village. And I don't really listen to that much of Slum Village after JD. I mean, they did actually release a new album recently. I did like that. It was a nice album. But if you eat that, I swear to God. But this one, I remember listening to another album that changed my life. This is a good album. It's a short album, but it has a lot of classics on it. So many cool people on it. And JD actually does do some production on it, and he raps on it too. And it's a good album to get into after Fantastic Volume 2. Because that's really all I listen to. I think is the first two Fantastics and Detroit Deli. Another album that changed my life. So many albums have changed my life. Is, in which people actually hate this album to death. They hate this album so much. And I can understand because it is a different sound for him. But I like it even though, I like it when artists go out and do weird things and, experiment because they're allowed to do so. So I got Most Def's The New Danger. Ooh. I know I made that noise. I like this album. Unfortunately though, this is the edited version, so the cuss words are taken out. But you can really ignore all the times it, reverses the cuss word. And but yeah, I love this album. I think it's cool. It's nice for artists to do different sound, and it's just very nice. The messaging is amazing. Most Def is always amazing. But yeah, I love this album. I really do. Then we also have Aphex Twin albums. I both got these on Discogs for very low prices, and these ones are also kind of rare. This is rare, and this is kind of rare. If you were to get any of these on vinyl, then they'd be like hundreds of dollars. But I found these for cheap on CD, and I'm so glad. Did I also mention they're both double CDs? Yeah, they're so long that they're both double CDs. Ah! This one is so old that this comes out. But it still plays flawlessly, like no skips, which I'm so happy because it's so old, like 1994, oh my god. That's 30 years ago. And this one came out 2001, then a double CD, but the album's so long that it needs to have 2 CDs. This is probably my favorite Aphex Twin album, even though it is so long, but I don't care, because it's enjoyable. I love double albums. I've made a double album. It is so fun. Sometimes they can get too long, but sometimes if you really lock in, just listen to it. It's an enjoyable experience. A very new album in my second Mike CD. Mike and Tony Seltzer, Pinball. I really like this one so much. His newest album that came out this year, and what's really cool about the CD, not only does it gives CDR vibes, it 100% gives CDR vibes, and I love that so much. But hold on, look at the CD. So the front has this amazing graphic, right? Has an amazing graphic. Now you expect CDs, like let me show you a regular CD. Go back to this Aphex Twin CD. On the front they give me a graphic, right? But usually on the back they're kind of clear, kind of like a mirror, right? Look at this one. Remember, this is the front, right? Oh, the back. And it still plays. It still plays. It doesn't affect the play, obviously. Why would it? Dude just jumped on my. The dude just jumped on. You can see his tail jump. If you knock down my if you knock down it, I swear to God, if you knock down my recording. He thinks he owns the whole world. Isn't that so cool? I love that so much. I know you can buy CDs like this. You can buy blank CDRs like this. And maybe for my next release, I'm gonna do that. And speaking of my releases, why did I do that arm thing? Before I get into the big boy CDs, I'm gonna show you my honorable mention that I make CDs myself. I gotta stop moving my arms like that. By the time I'm recording this, not all of them are for sale, but eventually they will. I'll let you know which ones are not for sale. But maybe they will be by the time this uploads. Always check the description. Don't you dare eat that. Yeah, my first album on CD. I wish I could say the inside of it, but this is the first version, and I made a better version. I'm not gonna print it out until I'm ready to sell them. This is my first album on CD, released 2021. Actually, the 3rd anniversary is like in 3 days. But I didn't put it on CD until 2024. My first album, 2021. Second album, 2022. Third album, 2023. My third album, 2023. This is the double album. And my newest stuff that came out, well, I had 2 albums that came out this year. These 2, but my newest solo album that came out this year, 2024. This is the only one that you can buy on CD so far, unless the other ones are for sale in the description. My newest album, and then my newest duo album with my group I was talking about in the last video with my man, Virtual Shopper, the dude from Louisville, the ambient guy. Sleepyhead LP, Modern Fuji, our group project. Oh, I'm sorry, it's in a colored case, so it's hard to see. But yes, this is also for sale too. But yeah, those are CDs that I've made. It's a little plug. Okay, now it's time to end it off on my big boys. My big boy CDs. Most of these are double CDs, or they come in a big ass case. One of them even 2 of them are triple CDs. First thing, start off with Gangstar Full Clip. Compilation Gangstar album. Got a couple. Normally I hate compilation albums, But nowadays, I'm like, you know what? I want to listen to some Gangstar songs, but I only have one Gangstar album. This is a nice album to listen to in the car. If you want to listen to some Gangstar on physical media, but you don't own Gangstar. I mean, that's what compilations I'm on. Double CD, and it comes in this crazy butterfly case. Oh my god. This crazy butterfly case. It's thick as hell. Double CD, double booklet as well. It's just crazy, it's chunky, and it's huge. Don't take that out of context. And speaking of Dilla, mix. So this album changed my life. People don't talk about this album a lot, people don't listen to this album a lot, and I hate you. If you like JD and you don't listen to this album, you don't like JD. Amazing album, love it so much. It comes in this cool little digipack that opens up with a magnet. Boom! Love this album so much. Actually, and you probably saw in a previous video, I got the instrumentals to this album, and recently I got the CD to this album. And I'm so glad to finally have it. I'm glad to have both the instrumentals and the vocals. Amazing album. JD production is amazing, and JD's rapping is amazing. This album has changed my life. It pretty much inspired all my production ever. I bet you see every single producer credit JD for that. Another J Dilla, The Shining. I think this was his posthumous album, or came out the same year he did Pass. It comes in this little O case, or it's like a slip case, and you're giving it out, and it comes in a regular jewel case. A lot of great features on this, a lot of great instrumentation on this, production-wise. JD is like at his peak. It's just amazing. But this is probably the only posthumous JD that I will have in my collection, because I don't feel really right with people making posthumous records without the person's permission. You know what I'm saying? But I think this was made either the same year he passed or the year after. Or maybe this is audio production. Who knows? I should know more about that, but I don't. Then we got the JD released when he was alive, the one that came right after, Welcome to Detroit. Him and Madlib, amazing J-Lib. And also, this was a double CD as well. I was so stoked to have this, because not only is it the original album, but the instrumentals as well. And did you already know I love JD instrumentals? So to have Madlib and JD as J-Lib instrumentals was very crucial, and I love it so much. It's so amazing. I love, like I said, I love double CDs. I love bonus content, and this one, I needed the deluxe. I wouldn't have bought it without the deluxe. Going back to back, freaking 3 slipcases so far. That album that changed my life. Just assume that every single album on here has changed my life. Another slipcase, so it's like a digipack, but then it turns into a CD case. Got this at Sibline Records too. So glad I finally have it. I wanted it on vinyl, but I'm glad I got it on CD, because as long as I can listen to it on the physical realm, then I'm happy. And now, as we finish off my CD collection so far, because this is basically all my CDs that I have at this moment, but I will continue to collect more. Of course I'm going to collect more, but this is all the CDs I have so far. We got the Thickums. These two both have 3 CDs in them. Now we'll introduce them right now. This is Duster's, basically the whole catalog up until 2019, well, before 2019. This is the first 2 albums, and then an album with like extra content, even though it was an EP, but then they extended it to include. I'll just show you if I can get them all out. Check.
That fuck 'em up.
It is a pain getting these out, because they made this hole the exact size of how it'd be, so there's no room to really like get it out. It came with this cool booklet too. That's very nice. But yeah, comes with the first 2 albums. And this was originally an EP, but they just put almost every single track on there that they had before 2019. It was just nice to have the whole Duster collection. I'll probably continue collecting the new releases, because they have dropped some more. But these are all classic albums. This is the album I went to search on TikTok. They're more than just a TikTok band. Please don't just think of it as a TikTok band. They're more than that. And just like a great band to listen to in the background. Just to have like some ambiance. Finally, another person who I had talked about in a previous collection and in my last CD collection, who has gotten a fame because of the internet. The Caretaker. Now this is the series that they did called Everywhere at the End of Time, I think. It's been a long time since I remember the name or even talked about it. And there's 6 albums that encompass the whole experience. These are the first 3. I have the 4th album on vinyl, so I'm missing 2 of them. So one day I'll get them. This comes out, oh, and it's autographed. Ah! Yeah, you open it, it's a crazy, what is this, like a quad fold? Here are the first 3 albums, all on CD. I've been wanting this for so long. It is somewhat rare, and to have this is really, really cool because if you buy it on vinyl, it's hundreds of dollars. So I'm really cool I got this for like $30. Even though, like I said, it's hard for me to listen to ballroom music, I feel like the whole concept as a whole is amazing and really cool. It was one of the first ever albums, not one of the first ever, but like, it's a unique experience of storytelling brought in albums. But yes, that is all the CDs I have so far. We made it. Probably gonna be another episode, probably a year or 2 now. I will update you, just like how I will update you on my next record collection. I've already collected a few records since the last time we met. I think I'll show you right now. These are currently the 2 boxes I plan on filling up. I filled up the one behind it, and I'm trying to fill up this one. And maybe if I fill up both of them, I'll make another video. But yes, that is pretty much it for, at this moment, of my CD collection. Thank each and every single one of you for, just listening to me talk about my CDs, my experience with my CDs. Like I said in the last video, I love music so goddamn much. It's really important for me to collect them in the physical realm so I can share the space with my favorite thing, which is music. But it's not the end of my music collection. As you can see right there, I got a lot of cassettes. There's about 100 in that case, and maybe 20 something in the case that you can't see right there. So we are not over from my music collection. In the next couple of weeks, you will see my whole cassette collection, which will take longer because I have way more cassettes than I have CDs. So yes, we are still continuing on my music collection. You thought we were over, but we're not. So, I will see each and every single one of you in the next music collection video. Peace. He's so mad that I ignored him for the whole video. I'm totally sorry. I was recording, man. I can't always pay attention to you. I'm really sorry. I was working. I was hard working. I'm being a hard worker. Can you forgive me? Oh, he winked, so I think he loves me.